Welcome to this video about communication. This time I'm going to talk to you about how to ask questions, and in particular how to use, or maybe how to avoid, the little word why. When we ask a question, we typically use the where, what, when, who, why and how starters, or it's in the question somewhere. And that's just the way it is, and that's how it's always going to be. But there's one we have to be careful about, and that is why. Why is a strange little thing because it has the ability to come across as an accusation or an attack. So if you think about children, if you have children, look at how they respond when you ask them why. Why are your clothes dirty? Why are you not home from school on time? They will come up with excuses rather than explanations. They think they're in trouble. And the automatic brain activity says, ooh, defense, I'm going to come up with excuses. Not my fault. Adults can react in the same way. So when you ask in the office, for example, why have we missed this deadline? Why have you not done this yet? It comes across as an accusation, even though you may not mean it as such. So it's far better to ask, what's stopping you? Or how come this has not been done yet? Or is there anything that I can do to help, because I can see you're struggling getting to the end point of this. There are different ways around getting to what you want to know instead of asking why. But in your head already before you even speak, it is the why that you want to know. So we have to be clever and think different ways of asking the same question so that we get to what we want to hear. Let me illustrate that quickly with an example of a client of mine who told me about how he and his wife had had a massive argument about nothing. She came home from work, she looked absolutely knackered. He asked her, out of concern for her, why are you so tired all the time? She took that as an accusation, as criticism of her not being a good enough mum, not being a good enough wife. Do you not know that I have a part-time job but a full-time workload? You know, all that stuff came out of her in anger. He in turn got angry because that was unfair. In his mind, he had asked out of concern and now he got attacked by her. So he then got angry, and it ended up in no particular good place. So I guided him through what I'm talking to you about right now is ask the question differently. I know you want to know why something is going on or not going on, but think of a way that you can ask the question differently, such as, what's stopping you? How did you get to that conclusion? How did you arrive at that result? Instead of, why did you get 5 instead of 6? Ask, how did you get 5? And the person will answer, this is how I got 5. Be careful about the word why. And also be careful about being afraid of the word why. There's nothing wrong asking why, but just find out the right time and place to do it. Think about your tone of voice. Think about your facial expression. Do you look angry at the same time? Do you sound a little bit sharp in the tone? So by all means, don't be afraid of using why, but be careful about how to use why. Thank you very much for watching. I will come back later with more videos on the difficult thing of asking questions in the right way. Thanks for watching and see you in a later video. Bye for now.